How's it going, everybody? Goldhat here and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 27 of my Assassin's Creed Valhalla walkthrough guide, and in this entry we are going to be completing the Lincolnshire Arc. So picking up right where we left off, we have completed a noble escort, and in the absence of an elderman, we have now gotten 2 more missions, and those are going to be a fresh wound and Thegn of Lincoln. First up is going to be Thegn of Lincoln. We're going to go ahead and run this mission now. I'm just going to flip it on. Our location on the map is going to be right above Lincolnshire. It will be right here. Once we do arrive, the outside will look like this. I'll go ahead and give you an overview. Now, our first objective here is to speak with Elf Gar. We're going to go ahead and do that now. There is a chest in the garage-like area right to the right of the house, which I'm going to be grabbing first, and then we are ready to start our dialogue.
Eivor, I'm pleased. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thegn Elgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
It's more a lake of wheat, I think.
I beg your pardon?
If we are to be friendly, Elgar, you should laugh at my jokes.
Yes, you Danes and your sense of the absurd. It's marvelous, quite marvelous.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunwald, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shiremouths. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear.
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is old and ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
Sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
There it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified, not of being raided, but of their spouses being...
Are we hunting, Elgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely! The bear's lair should be nearby. Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
I am Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elf Gar claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we? There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of a beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not a bear. Wolves.
Wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight. Smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a
Next up,
twig!
we need to go
Soon
save
to
the
be a sea
estate.
of
I'm going to
fire.
go ahead and just jump on the horse and ride down here, take everybody out. We will also have an encounter with a bear right afterwards, and I will be picking up Thegn.
This place is heavily guarded.
Try to flank! With me! Watch for my lead! You'll suffer for that!
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Elgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned! beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer!
Elgar, careful!
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant! Simply brilliant!
Just a quick FYI, the bear here is completely optional. We can just run off and not kill it if you choose, but after doing so, we are going to be starting our next mission, and that is going to be Salve for a fresh wound. We are just going to head back to Lincolnshire, and it is going to be right here. Once we have made it back to Lincoln, we are going to talk to Acha. She is going to be right below us, and we are going to start that dialogue, and we are ready to move on.
Acha, where is Hoonwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road, to the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
What devil put you up to all this deception?
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the Shire, until I knew the truth.
A pretty answer for an ugly lie.
So we can go ahead and call our horse, and we can take this path all the way to Hunwald. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I will talk to you right after that cutscene.
Let's go hooded here.
What see you, old friend?
These woods, Father. Oh, these woods. I remember the days we spent here. Hello? Eivor? Is that... Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald?
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Be easy with your grief, Hunwald. If you're not careful, it's a poison you'll bear in your blood for the rest of your life.
No need to worry. For I have found the antidote for it.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness. But let your aching love light the mead of your eyes, and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked him too.
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast. To this great land that bore you. It was here long before your father, and it'll be here long after he's gone. Skull!
Skull! And then my father says, it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swan borough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
So we are
And
about
the
to do an
contents
escort
of
on
your
horseback. Friendly reminder, there is some loot alongside this tree, so
Before
make sure you
I
grab all that,
Hunwald,
and we are ready to
I spoke
escort
with Elgar
Hunwald.
before this. He gifted me a weapon of your father's. Should I find that odd?
I'm not sure. They often went hunting together, so it's not strange that he should have something of my father's.
You do not want it yourself? As a memento mori?
No. You're better suited to such gifts. I'm a talker, not a fighter. Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You have never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords like a giant's axe wound. Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter. Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels. That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You cannot grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced, but I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor! Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Shh! Quiet. Stop here. Something
Our
is
next
right.
objective is going to be
I'll find the
eliminating
trouble
the
before it
threat. I'm
finds
going to go
us.
ahead and do that now. They are going to be in the bushes. We can just sneak up on them and do some stealth attacks, but overall we are going to take everybody out, and I will talk to you right after.
Have a look, Sunan.
Now comes the reckoning!
Now!
I'm over here.
That's twice they tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck, but if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead, and they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I am serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Alderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
So once we pull up here, we can jump off our horse, come in this room right here, and we are going to have a chest over here on the right.
Hunwald! I thought for sure you'd be dead.
Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hoonwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find a Thegn by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hoonwald seems to endear himself to all sorts.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hoonwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hoonwald should stay here out of sight until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. The Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Whatever strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time for the Shire moot, it's you, my dear.
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love. Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
My blade will keep him safe.
I do not doubt it. The Shire moot will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Now that we have met Swanborough, we are ready to go back to Lincoln, and we are going to have a new mission now, and that is going to be Where the Stone Falls. Once we fast travel back to that synchronization spot, our first objective is going to be to speak with Acha. We're going to go ahead and do that now. She's going to be right outside the main doors over here on the left, and we're just going to go ahead and get this dialogue rolling.
Acha, is everything ready?
The Shire moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire moot for myself. I will follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It is not an easy choice to make, but I will choose with care. I promise.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
So before we cast our vote, I'm going to break all of this down, but first I'm going to run through all their dialogue, the 3 people up for the vote, and then once we do that, I'm going to go ahead and break all this down.
Good evening, Elgar.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It is a difficult choice, Elgar. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I do not doubt your convictions, Lord. How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this shire.
There is more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That is good to hear. Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouched for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
So I'm going to start with Elgar real quick. Now, he led us on a bad hunting expedition. He's tried way too hard to impress us, and on top of that, he let his little town burn up when we were out, so he doesn't seem like a good fit. Now, if we elect Hunwald into this throne, then they are just going to be buddy-buddy, so you get 2 for the price of 1, essentially. Next up, we're going to talk about the bishop. He did insult us at the first, but he also does seem like he's going to rule with an iron fist, and that's the kind of ally that we need to go into Wessex with. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. He is part of the Order of the Ancients, and we are going to have to kill him. So if you do elect him, he will be nice, and he will be our ally. But later in the game, when we go after all the Order of the Ancients, we are going to have to come back, get those clues, and kill him. And then there will be no king over here in Lincolnshire. So it's best, in my opinion, to just not elect him, because we will get a better cutscene and a better mission right afterwards. So that is my opinion there. So next up with my choice is Hunwald. I will let you know why. He was banished from this kingdom, and it looks like from outside sources, clearly his father was sickened and then died because of it, and he was the sitting king, and if that didn't happen, it would go to Hunwald. Another thing, the whole Swan thing ties together as well. His girl's name's Swan Borough, and it just all fits in right for me, so that is who I'm going to choose. But I will also throw this in here. If you do pick him, he does toughen up later right after this mission, and he just seems like a better fit after that. And we will also get Elf Gar in this with him, so they are buddy-buddy. So it really is 2 for the price of 1, and that is my choice.
It is decreed by this lawful shire moot that the Elderman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Steel yourself, Hunwald. Is this how their god welcomes a new Elderman? Bastard bishop. What's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Elderman's seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Elderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feard.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Acha.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
So after that cutscene, we have now started a new mission, and that is going to be a sword shower, and we are going to head over here on this map right here on the bottom of Lincoln, and we are going to talk to our new Elderman.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at that...
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herefrith rode for the fort at Anecastre following the massacre. I have assembled a feard there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp and we'll find out together.
Herewrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Acha taken all this? She and Herewrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her word carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener. Here's the camp, do you see?
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious Swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now. Ready to fight.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
Here's the catching the turf this time! To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
You're dead. God won't let us lose. Suffer! Get behind if you do!
challenge at last.
I'll stick you like a pig.
I've got this!
Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Let's end this.
So respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy. Pagan!
Calciamentam mihi mundus est satis raros secate, simpliorum ambulare in atris domus Dei, et indiens vestigia feci de paradiso voluptatis, ut stimulum calcitrare. Solum modo in paradisum, pax eterna, una via emundatio, terminales velut, giro includi penitentiam, et per peccatum enim. Adhere lumbare ad furore de hominibus quasi stercus.
Real quick, I want to point out there is a key down here that we can pick up and get some extra loot right after this mission, which I will be covering. So make sure you pick this key up. It's going to be right in front of us. I'm going to pass over it and come back to it real quick. Sorry about that. And then we are ready to go assassinate the bishop.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Herefrith. We wallow in our failures, like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Now that we are ready to speak with Hunwald, we're going to go ahead and pop that lock and get that loot. I will show you that area now.
Eivor, is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Acha will need some time to grieve.
You fought well, ferocious Swan. Notched a few scars in your baby fat today.
Yes, but they will heal. And stronger than before.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swan borough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Now that we have completed a sword shower, we have completed the Lincolnshire Arc, and we are going to head back to Ravensthorpe and hand this into Randvi.
Eivor, satis bene?
Eivor.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hoonwald is the new Alderman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Alderman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
Now that we have turned in that arc, we are ready to go save Sigurd in Wessex, and I'm going to be picking that up in entry 28, so that is going to wrap up entry 27. As always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Goldhat, signing off.